What's up, guys? Mr. Nose Hoops back today with another video, and today we are doing a panic alert. Right now there is a team that was expected to be better than this in a time of deep crisis. We are 5 games into the season. I'm already hitting the panic button. I will say this: Denver, you avoided my wrath as well, but today, Milwaukee, you have not. Your play has just been quite simply unacceptable. It's Milwaukee Bucks are currently 1-3 or 1-4. Either way, terrible start to the season, with the only victory being against the Embiid and Paul George-less 76ers. And this team just does not look good. Today we're going to be talking about, why does this team look so bad? Can they rebound from this? What is the Bucks' future looking like? So without further ado, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. We're on the way to 1K, people. We are 79 subs away. Share this with a friend. If you know a Bucks fan that's trying to figure out what the hell's going on, share this with them. Let's get it going. So the one thing I do want to say is Giannis is still performing at an incredible level. He's got about 29 or 30, 63, 64% from the field. So he's still doing his part, right? Giving you 13, 14 boards, about 4 or 5 assists a game, right? And even here, right, like this is a great action here with Dame, right? The guy gets in between, Dame does a great pass, nice and easy, right? Like Giannis is contributing his part. Not to say he's completely fair or free from blame, because of course you're a superstar player. And when your team underperforms, unfortunately, you can be a part of that. Now, we have seen guys like Giannis and Embiid and Jokic both put up 40 something, and then their team still lose. So I can't fully blame him, right? Like, at the end of the day, he's putting up the numbers. He needs to try and win the game. It's a matter of his teammates, right? Even here, right? Gets Edie, suckers him in, passes it out to Bobby Portis, right? Like, that's perfect. Like, he's doing his part. He's using his gravity. And he was the only guy on the team, I believe, that was even remotely close to, like, a positive plus-minus from last night's action. And even there, right? Like, Ja's going in. And as he draws, Giannis just loses his left hand to swing with him as he's going up to get all ball and to get the block. Right, like Giannis is always going to be a competitor on both ends. The question is, will Damian Lillard finally like show up? So here, Dame on the numbers, right, averages about 28 right now. 47 from the field, 31 from 3 on 10 threes a game. I am of the belief, I mean this wholeheartedly, even Steph Curry goes through slumps. At some point, man, you got to get your bucket somewhere else. If the three ball isn't falling, don't live and die by it. You can do other things. Dame, you're still a extremely talented player. You've gotten to the rim. You've gotten to your mini more than okay. And this is unacceptable right here. So Giannis gets the screen, right? And Ben Simmons is right in front of Dame. Like, undisputably, like, there's no way. And Giannis is looking at him like, dude, you just, because we just saw it a couple plays ago, guys. Dame has made this pass to Giannis before, but all of a sudden he wants to do this, right? Just settle for 3, right? And then they get the ball back. They can't defend a thing either. But the issue is that the offense at times just looks so weird. They're not even good on offense this year. Last year, at least, they were like a top 3 offense in the league when they had guys like Adrian Griffin. They knew what they were running. Now with Doc, they're not a good defense. They're not a good offense. They still don't have Chris Middleton, but at some point, I'm going to be honest, can I ever expect him to come back? The brother hooped in the playoffs. I think he got hurt in the playoffs, and he's still, I don't know. At some point, we just have to acknowledge, right? Like here, they run a great stagger screen action. I don't know what. Now you see, this is where I get confused. So Dame, you want to take a 3 with Ben Simmons right in front of you. But here, when you had all the space in the world where you could have just stopped, pulled up for 3, more likely than not made it. You could kick it to Brook right here. You could then kick it to Taurean Prince. You could kick it to Kerry Trent. Instead, you take this weird midi, right? And that's what I don't get. I don't get why Dame is making the buckets for himself so difficult. Like, that's where I get confused. Right, and then you have guys like Brook Lopez, who, right, he gets the ball, and defensively, he's still been good for the team. But when you are shooting about 5 to 6 threes a game and you're 25%, again, brother, it's okay to stop shooting the 3 ball. It will not hurt your reputation. Like, what is this? Like, He gets a wide open shot, right? Guy closes out a little late, can't get it, right? At some point, you as Brook Lopez have to recognize, or you as Doc Rivers, or you as just your teammates have to be able to go, hey, big fella, it ain't working tonight. Right, like even here, like, not to say that these dudes are all scrubs. I'm not saying that literally every player in the Milwaukee Bucks is a scrub. What I am saying is there are expectations for these players in this team. And quite frankly, Giannis Antetokounmpo is the only dude that has played anything similar, relevant, whatever you want to say, to those expectations. He's the only one. Dame has not played to that level. Brook hasn't played to that level. I mean, Gary Trent's a role player, but he's still got to do better. Like, none of these guys have really, like, shown up. They won that first game, a tough first game, and they were like, oh, we're here. And then you lose to my Bulls. You lose to the Brooklyn Nets. You lose to the Grizzlies. Right? Like, at some point, man, and you lose the Celtics, I can at least understand. That's the one loss where I look at it and I go, that makes sense. And they were in a tight game. But at some point, man, they don't even have the offense to make up for the putrid defense that this team has. Quite frankly, I'm not usually one to do early season reactions in terms of a team doing super hot or a team doing super cold and then declaring them a contender or pretender, whatever you want to call it, right? I don't like doing that. I think it's a little disingenuous. But right now, the panic meter is, if you're the Bucks, it's broken. It's off the roof. Like, you don't know what the hell is going on. Because this is unacceptable. And they don't look like, this does not look like a solvable problem. And then defensively. All right, let's just get into the defense of it all, right? Ja comes in, slows it down, gives it out to Aldama, wants the screen, right? Calls for it. Run it right here. Brook, for some reason, sticks with Ja. Torian sticks with the lane. And Portis, I get, because he's in this stun spot. He's trying to basically stop either the roll from Aldama or this possible move to Clark, who either way, right, gets it back to Ja. And then Torian Prince is out here respecting Ja's three like it's Steph Curry. And then, right, he gets stuck, like, the defense is just not good. It's terrible. And the offensive lack of production it's making that stick out even more. Right? Like, for some reason, right? Like, this I get. Gary Trent, Lopez, right? Like, this, why is Bobby Portis sunk all the way in? Why? Stick to your man. Quite frankly, this defensive scheme is not making sense anymore. I don't get it. Like, at a point, and I said this before, I still don't get why they got Doc Rivers. I still don't get it. I don't understand it. I don't know what this team wants to do. You can tell they want to win a championship. They want to keep Giannis Antetokounmpo, right? That's why Giannis signed an extension. Now, all of a sudden, we're getting rumors. Giannis. I mean this wholeheartedly, my brother. If you unironically said, I want to go to the Brooklyn Nets, what the hell are you smoking, bro? The Brooklyn Nets? No. 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 Please stop. Just stop. Then they get the ball out, right? And then there's just no like calling out like, hey guys, like let's get here. And Giannis, you gotta rush back. You gotta pay attention. All right, like, this is just frankly unacceptable. It just is. Like, some like backdoor cut, right? Giannis, you gotta get there. Like, Brook, you gotta step up. Right? And this is a great pass to Gary Trent, right? Like, that's just a tough miss. You gotta make those. But then, like, Brook, I just don't understand. What can this team do to fix it? Well, you can do one of three things. And one of them is not going to probably work out. And it's you fire Doc Rivers. Okay, you fire Doc Rivers, you hire someone else. Now you have the excuse of they got to spend time to try and redo, readjust, and redo everything again for what would be the third or fourth time within a 2-year span. Second, and there's no way in hell it's happening, the Bucks unironically trade Giannis Antetokounmpo and say, F it, we can't do it, let's blow it up. Or third, somehow they get Damian Lillard moved. I realistically don't know if this team can be a title contender. I don't. I genuinely feel a similar way with them that I do with the Denver Nuggets, which is their superstar player, their top 2 to 3 player in the world, Giannis and Jokic. They're going to give you theirs. Right? Like Jokic had a 40-point triple-double, lost their second game. Giannis had 40 points against the Grizzlies. They got beat off the floor because nobody else could score. Right? But they're going to give you theirs. There's no doubt about if Giannis or Jokic is going to perform. But these role guys, the coaching, it's just everything around them is falling into shambles. And I don't know if there's anything these teams can do. I'm curious, what do you guys think? Can the Milwaukee Bucks like piece this thing together? Or are we already looking at the beginning of the end for the Giannis tenure in Milwaukee, or just this whole run? Let me know what you guys think down below. This was a really fun video. I'm curious on what you guys want to see next, so don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Share this with a friend, man. Let me know what y'all think down below. As always, this was Answer Noah's Hoops. It was my honor. Thank you all for having me again on your YouTube. Have a good one, guys. Peace out.